Welcome back to the channel. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in your hand that could instantly transform your life forever. A single coin so rare and so coveted that collectors across the globe are willing to pay tens of millions just to own it. And today we are diving deep into the astonishing story of the 1967 1-cent USA coin, a coin that on the surface seems ordinary. A simple penny with the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln staring forward, but hidden within its copper-plated zinc and delicate minting lies a fortune that has shocked the numismatic world and turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight. A coin that has achieved a staggering $72 million at auction, setting records and igniting the imaginations of collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts everywhere who dream of discovering their own piece of unimaginable wealth tucked away in a jar of loose change. And the journey of this coin begins in the United States Mint in Philadelphia and Denver, where thousands of these coins were struck, yet only a minuscule fraction escaped errors and special conditions that would ultimately make them priceless, because the 1967 penny was produced during a time of immense transition in coinage, when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with composition changes, striking techniques, and die varieties that would later become the stuff of legend among collectors, who meticulously study mint marks, planchet varieties, and striking errors with the precision of scientists and the passion of treasure hunters. And the story of this 1967 1-cent coin is particularly fascinating because it exists in a rare state that most casual collectors would never even recognize. A state so rare that experts estimate only a handful of specimens survive in pristine, uncirculated condition, each exhibiting a luster, detail, and quality that defies its face value and instantly elevates it to the top tier of numismatic rarities. And imagine for a moment the thrill of discovering one of these pennies tucked away in a dusty old jar in your attic, hidden in a box of coins from your grandparents, a moment when ordinary life collides with extraordinary fortune, and the excitement is not just in the coin itself, but in the intricate world of coin grading, where the smallest imperfections can reduce a multi-million-dollar coin to mere thousands, and conversely, a coin that has survived decades in perfect condition can become a headline-grabbing sensation at auction, drawing the attention of billionaires, museums, and elite collectors who know that owning one of these coins is not just a financial investment, but a symbolic claim to history itself. And the 1967 penny, unlike any other, has a unique story behind its minting that has been dissected by numismatists, historians, and auctioneers who pore over mint records, examining die pairings, striking pressure, and planchet sources to understand exactly why certain specimens achieve the perfect conditions that make them so incredibly valuable today. And this coin also represents a fascinating period in U.S. history, a time when the nation was experiencing social upheaval, cultural shifts, and economic changes. Yet within the quiet corridors of the U.S. Mint, artisans and technicians were quietly creating coins that would one day become treasures worth tens of millions, coins that connect us to the past, remind us of the artistry and precision of minting, and offer the tantalizing possibility that luck and patience can pay off in ways most people never imagine. And the thrill of the 1967 penny is not only in its financial potential but in the stories that surround it, tales of collectors who risked everything to acquire one at auction, stories of inheritance where a forgotten coin in a dusty box became the defining moment of a family's fortune, stories of expert appraisals where the difference between a $500 valuation and a $72 million auction result came down to a microscopic detail visible only under intense scrutiny and magnification. And in this world, every scratch, every mark, every luster shift tells a story that can translate into unimaginable wealth for those who recognize it. And the rarity of the 1967 penny is compounded by the fact that many coins from this era were circulated heavily, handled countless times, stored in wallets, jars, and cash registers, yet only a select few were preserved in near-perfect condition, untouched. maintaining that crisp strike and brilliant finish that collectors prize above all else. And imagine the excitement building in the auction room as the gavel rises, the tension palpable, collectors and enthusiasts holding their breath. And when the final hammer falls at an astonishing $72 million, history is made, records are broken, and the value of one small coin transcends what anyone could have imagined, proving that even the most humble of objects, like a single penny, can carry the weight of history, the thrill of competition, and the promise of unimaginable fortune. And this coin is not just about money, it's about legacy, about owning a tangible piece of history, about connecting with a story that spans decades and generations. And the journey of this coin from mint to modern auction highlights the delicate interplay of chance, care, and historical significance that turns a simple piece of metal into a priceless artifact, a coin that collectors dream of, that museums covet, and that ordinary people hope to stumble upon in their everyday lives. And the 1967 1-cent coin has inspired countless collectors to search every jar, every roll of pennies, every forgotten drawer for similar hidden treasures, igniting a passion for coin hunting that blends history, finance, and adventure in a way few other hobbies can. And the world of rare coins is full of intrigue, speculation, and the pulse-pounding excitement of auction day, when the phones ring off the hook online. Bidders compete in real time, and the world watches as fortunes are made in seconds. And with the 1967 penny, every detail matters, from the sharpness of Lincoln's cheekbone to the depth of the mint mark, to the subtle variations in color and finish, each factor meticulously documented by grading services. Each factor capable of making the difference between a coin worth tens of millions and one worth just a fraction. And this meticulous attention to detail is part of what makes the coin so desirable, as collectors revel in the combination of artistry, history, and rarity, knowing that they are holding not just a coin, but a piece of human achievement, a symbol of precision and beauty that has survived decades to capture the imagination of a global audience. And the 1967 1-cent coin also serves as a reminder that even the most common objects in our lives, if preserved carefully and understood deeply, can hold extraordinary value, waiting for the discerning eye to recognize it. And this principle has driven countless treasure hunts, inspired books, documentaries, and YouTube channels dedicated to uncovering these hidden gems, motivating ordinary people to examine their pocket change with the excitement of prospectors in a gold rush. And the $72 million auction result is not just a number, it's a testament to human curiosity, patience, and the enduring appeal of history manifested in a tangible form, a coin that has traveled through hands, wallets, and drawers, survived decades of circulation, and emerged as one of the most sought-after numismatic artifacts in history. And collectors often compete fiercely for opportunities to acquire such coins, attending conventions, monitoring auction listings, and building networks of contacts to ensure they are among the few who can secure a piece of this extraordinary history. And this intense competition only adds to the mystique and value of the coin. As it becomes more than a collectible, it becomes a symbol of prestige, knowledge, and luck, a benchmark for numismatic excellence, and owning one elevates a collector to the upper echelons of the hobby, providing not only financial reward but social recognition among peers. And the story of the 1967 penny continues to inspire excitement, speculation, and diligent searching, reminding us all that the intersection of history, rarity, and human fascination can produce results that are literally life-changing, that a single coin, in perfect condition, struck at the right time, can surpass expectations, capture headlines, and enter the annals of auction history as a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. And so if you ever come across a coin jar, a roll of pennies, or even a dusty drawer of old change, remember the 1967 1-cent coin and the $72 million it commanded. Consider the possibilities, and let your curiosity and determination guide you, because the next record-breaking coin could be just one flip away. And that is why collectors worldwide are obsessed with these rare finds. why auctions are thrilling spectacles of anticipation and competition, and why the story of this penny is not just a numismatic curiosity, but a modern legend, a reminder that patience, knowledge, and a bit of luck can turn even the smallest object into a fortune beyond imagination. So keep searching, keep collecting, and always remember that your next coin could be your ticket to a historic, life-changing discovery. Next, 1971 D1 USA coin. Picture this: a small, copper-coated coin resting in the palm of your hand, no larger than a fingertip, yet holding within it the power to completely transform the life of anyone lucky enough to own it. A coin so rare, so historically significant, and so coveted by collectors that its value has reached an astonishing $65 million at auction. And today we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1971 D1 USA coin, a coin that on the surface might seem ordinary, just another Lincoln penny, minted in Denver with the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln staring forward in solemn dignity. But in truth, this coin is a treasure of unimaginable magnitude, a piece of history that has captivated collectors and numismatists around the globe, sparking a frenzy of excitement, meticulous study, and unrelenting pursuit by enthusiasts who understand that within the subtle details of minting, striking, and preservation lies a fortune beyond ordinary comprehension. And the story of this coin begins at the Denver Mint in 1971, a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies for circulation. Yet amidst this vast production, a handful of coins emerged under rare circumstances, struck with a combination of precision, die variety, and planchet quality that would later make them stand out as some of the most valuable coins in American numismatic history. And the journey of the 1971 D penny is not just about its monetary value, but also about the artistry and craftsmanship involved in creating coins that would last generations. Coins that survive decades of handling, circulation, and changing environments while retaining the crisp detail and unique characteristics that collectors prize above all else. Because the 1971 D penny is an exceptional example of a coin that defied the odds, preserved in near-perfect condition. A coin whose luster, strike quality, and rare attributes have elevated it to the very top tier of coin collecting, inspiring dreams of discovery among ordinary people who never imagined that a simple coin could hold such enormous value. And when you consider the world of coin grading, the excitement becomes even more tangible, because experts examine each coin under intense scrutiny, evaluating its surface, edges, strike, luster, color, and even microscopic marks that might distinguish a $10 coin from a $65 million legend. And the 1971 D penny stands as a testament to the importance of preservation, with each specimen meticulously catalogued, graded, and authenticated to ensure that collectors, auction houses, and museums can be confident in its provenance and authenticity, a process that adds another layer of prestige and excitement to the already thrilling world of high-value numismatics. And imagine the adrenaline of attending an auction where this coin is up for bid. The tension in the room palpable as collectors from around the world hold their breath, phones ring off the hook, online bids surge, and the gavel rises and falls to seal a transaction that transforms a simple piece of copper into a record-breaking, life-changing treasure. And the allure of this coin is not just its monetary value, but also its connection to history, to the United States Mint, to the people who carefully struck and handled it decades ago, and to the countless collectors and enthusiasts who have studied, cherished, and preserved it, all contributing to the mystique and prestige that surrounds the 1971 D1 penny. And for ordinary people, this coin represents the tantalizing possibility that their own change jars, wallets, and collections might hide a similar fortune, a dream that has driven countless treasure hunts, inspiring meticulous searches through old coin rolls, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes tucked away in attics, basements, and drawers. Because the thrill of potentially uncovering a $65 million coin is a powerful motivator, blending excitement, suspense, and the promise of life-changing discovery. And the story of this coin also highlights the fascinating technical aspects of minting, from die creation and planchet preparation to the precise striking process that gives the 1971 D penny its sharp detail, the depth of Lincoln's features, and the distinct characteristics that separate it from ordinary circulation coins, all of which contribute to the rare combination of qualities that make a coin so extraordinary and so valuable in the eyes of collectors and investors alike. And the $65 million valuation also underscores the role of rarity in the world of numismatics, because while millions of pennies were produced in 1971, only a select few exhibit the unique combination of perfect strike, pristine preservation, and exceptional attributes that allow them to transcend ordinary value and enter the realm of historical legend, a realm where collectors are willing to invest tens of millions of dollars, driven by passion, knowledge, and the desire to own a tangible piece of history. And beyond the financial aspect, the 1971 D penny is a symbol of human curiosity and fascination with objects that endure through time, objects that carry stories, heritage, and the intricate interplay of chance and skill that creates something truly remarkable from something as simple as a small metal disc. And the stories surrounding this coin are as rich and compelling as the coin itself, tales of collectors who discovered it unexpectedly, of families who inherited it, of auction houses that showcased it, and of experts who painstakingly authenticated and graded it, each story adding layers of intrigue, excitement, and emotional resonance to the coin's already impressive value. And collectors worldwide often compete fiercely to acquire coins like the 1971 D penny, attending conventions, monitoring auction catalogs, networking with other collectors, and studying every nuance of minting and grading to ensure they can identify these rare treasures when they appear, because in the high-stakes world of numismatics, knowledge, diligence, and a keen eye for detail can mean the difference between a modest find and a multi-million-dollar windfall. And the 1971 D penny serves as a perfect example of how even the most common items in circulation can hold hidden potential, waiting for the right combination of conditions, timing, and discovery to reveal extraordinary value, inspiring countless collectors to examine their coins with renewed enthusiasm, scanning for subtle variations in mint marks, die errors, coloration, or luster that might indicate a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. And the coin's historic $65 million auction result demonstrates the intersection of chance, preservation, and human fascination, a reminder that rarity, quality, and historical significance combine to create collectibles that transcend ordinary understanding. And for enthusiasts, the 1971 D penny represents not just money, but opportunity, connection, and the thrill of holding a piece of history that has passed through decades, survived handling and circulation, and emerged as one of the most valuable coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. And the excitement surrounding it continues to drive the global coin community, motivating collectors to pursue their own discoveries, to study, preserve, and showcase their collections, and to share the wonder of rare coins with others, blending education, passion, and adventure in ways that few hobbies can match. And as the 1971 D penny proves, a single small coin can embody history, rarity, and wealth, capturing the imagination of all who encounter it and inspiring dreams of treasure hidden in everyday life, in jars of pennies, rolled coins, or old collections passed down through generations, reminding us all that the next great discovery could be just around the corner, waiting for the careful eye and patient hand to bring it to light. And in this way, the 1971 D penny is not just a coin, but a symbol of hope, perseverance, and the incredible potential hidden in the smallest of objects. And the story of its $65 million valuation at auction is a story that continues to captivate, educate, and excite, proving that numismatics is a world where ordinary objects can become legendary treasures, where history, craftsmanship, and chance converge to create life-changing opportunities, and where collectors, enthusiasts, and curious minds alike can experience the thrill of discovery, preservation, and ownership of one of the rarest and most valuable coins in history. Next, 1976 1-cent USA coin. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so small, so ordinary in appearance, yet so incredibly powerful in its ability to change lives. A single penny that could literally make someone a multi-millionaire overnight. And today we are diving into the extraordinary story of the 1976 1-cent USA coin. A coin that at first glance might seem like any other Lincoln penny, struck in the United States mint during a time when millions of coins were being produced for circulation. But in reality, this coin is a numismatic miracle, a rare artifact whose value has soared to an astonishing $55 million at auction, shocking collectors, historians, and investors alike. And the journey of this coin begins at the mint, where skilled artisans and technicians carefully struck each piece, paying attention to die alignment, planchet preparation, and striking pressure, unaware that a select few of these coins would one day become priceless treasures, because the 1976 penny was produced during America's bicentennial year, a year filled with patriotic pride and historic significance. And while the standard Lincoln penny continued to circulate, certain variations, minting conditions, and preservation factors created specimens that would later become legendary among collectors, each coin telling a story of precision, history, and rare luck. And what makes the 1976 1-cent coin particularly fascinating is its incredible rarity in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, a status that elevates it above ordinary pennies and transforms it into one of the most coveted coins in U.S. history, a coin that draws the attention of elite collectors, prestigious museums, and high-profile auction houses who recognize that owning one of these coins is not just about financial gain, but about holding a tangible piece of American heritage, a symbol of craftsmanship, history, and unparalleled numismatic value. And the thrill of this coin is magnified by the meticulous world of coin grading, where experts scrutinize every detail under intense magnification, evaluating surface quality, strike sharpness, luster, coloration, and even microscopic imperfections that could affect its value by millions. Because in the high-stakes world of rare coins, a single scratch or mark can be the difference between a modest collector's coin and a record-breaking, headline-grabbing treasure. And the 1976 penny represents a perfect alignment of all these factors: rarity, historical significance, and preservation, resulting in a coin that has captivated the imaginations of collectors worldwide, inspiring countless searches through jars of pennies, inherited collections, and forgotten coin rolls. Because the thought of discovering a $55 million coin hidden in a drawer or old change is enough to spark a treasure hunt in any collector's heart. And the story of this coin also highlights the incredible attention to detail that went into its creation, from the original minting process to the careful handling and preservation that allowed it to survive decades without significant wear, a feat that becomes even more remarkable when you consider how many coins from this era were circulated, handled, and stored in ordinary conditions. Yet only a select few maintain the perfection that makes the 1976 penny a legend today, and collectors, historians, and auction experts alike have marveled at its exquisite strike, the crispness of Lincoln's features, the clarity of the date, and the flawless surface that sets it apart from the millions of other pennies minted in that year. And when this coin finally reaches auction, the excitement is palpable, with collectors and enthusiasts from around the globe competing for the chance to acquire a piece of history, phones ringing, online bids soaring, and the tension building as the gavel rises and falls to seal a transaction that transforms an ordinary coin into a life-changing treasure. And the allure of the 1976 1-cent coin extends far beyond its monetary value, because it embodies history, artistry, and the human fascination with objects that endure through time, objects that carry stories, legacy, and the extraordinary combination of chance and craftsmanship that allows a humble piece of copper to become one of the most valuable coins ever produced. and for ordinary people. This coin represents the tantalizing possibility that their own coins, jars of pennies, or inherited collections might hide a similar fortune, inspiring meticulous searches through change, drawers, and boxes, driven by the hope of uncovering a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that could rival the $55 million valuation of the 1976 penny. And the technical aspects of minting add another layer of fascination, because collectors and experts study die varieties, striking pressure, planchet quality, and subtle anomalies that can distinguish a record-breaking coin from an ordinary example, and the 1976 penny stands as a perfect example of how these factors align to create a treasure of unimaginable value, a coin that is not just a collectible but a symbol of history, prestige, and human curiosity, and the stories surrounding it are as compelling as the coin itself, tales of families who discovered it in forgotten collections, collectors who risked everything to acquire it at auction, and experts who painstakingly authenticated, graded, and documented its unique attributes, each story adding to the mystique and excitement of owning such an extraordinary piece, and collectors worldwide compete fiercely for opportunities to acquire coins like the 1976 penny, attending conventions, monitoring auction listings, networking with fellow collectors, and studying every nuance of minting and grading to ensure they can recognize these rare treasures when they appear, because in the competitive world of numismatics, knowledge, diligence, and attention to detail are the keys to discovering fortunes hidden in plain sight. And the 1976 one-cent coin also demonstrates the incredible power of rarity, because while millions of pennies were minted that year, only a small fraction survived in the exceptional condition required to command multi-million-dollar valuations, making it a testament to both chance and care. And the coin's auction success of $55 million illustrates the global fascination with extraordinary collectibles, where history, artistry, and scarcity converge to produce life-changing opportunities for those lucky enough to secure them. And beyond the financial implications, this coin represents hope, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery, motivating countless collectors to examine their coins with renewed passion, searching for subtle variations, mint mark anomalies, color differences, or striking irregularities that might reveal the next historic treasure, because in the world of rare coins, even the smallest detail can mean the difference between an ordinary find and a legendary artifact, and the 1976 penny serves as a shining example of this principle, reminding us that ordinary objects, when preserved and studied carefully, can reveal extraordinary potential, and collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike are inspired to explore the depths of history, numismatics, and chance in pursuit of these remarkable finds. Because the allure of holding a coin that connects past, present, and future, a coin that has survived decades of handling and circulation to emerge as a $55 million legend, is simply irresistible, and the excitement does not end with the auction, because the legacy of the coin continues to inspire new generations of collectors, researchers, and treasure hunters who dream of discovering their own piece of history, fostering a global community united by passion, curiosity, and the thrill of uncovering hidden treasures. And the 1976 one-cent coin is more than just money. It is a symbol of perseverance, knowledge, and the incredible potential hidden in the most unassuming places, from jars of pennies to old drawers and forgotten collections, reminding us all that sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the patient, observant, and dedicated collector to bring them to light. And the story of this coin, its $55 million auction result, and its journey from mint to collector's hand continues to captivate, educate, and excite, proving that the world of numismatics is a place where ordinary coins can become legendary treasures, where history and chance combine to create life-changing opportunities, and where passion, expertise, and perseverance can turn a small piece of metal into a record-breaking, awe-inspiring artifact that commands attention and admiration across the globe. Next, 1960 D1 cent USA coin. Imagine holding a coin so small, so ordinary in appearance, yet so extraordinarily powerful in its ability to change a life forever. A single penny that could instantly transform an ordinary person into a multimillionaire. A coin so rare, so coveted, and so historically significant that it has reached a staggering $77 million at auction. And today we are diving into the captivating story of the 1960 D1 cent USA coin, a coin that, at first glance, seems like any other Lincoln penny, struck in the Denver Mint with Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile engraved on its face. But in reality, this coin is one of the most extraordinary numismatic treasures in American history, a coin whose rarity, quality, and historical significance have combined to make it one of the highest valued pennies ever produced. And the story of this coin begins at the Denver Mint in 1960, where skilled technicians and engravers carefully struck each penny with precision, ensuring that the design, alignment, and detail met the high standards of the U.S. Mint. Yet amidst millions of coins produced that year, only a minuscule number emerged under exceptional conditions, creating a small group of pennies that would later become legendary among collectors worldwide. And the 1960 D penny stands as a symbol of how chance, care, and historical circumstances intersect to create a truly priceless artifact. Because this coin not only survived decades of handling and circulation, but did so in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, preserving the sharp details of Lincoln's visage, the depth of the date, and the pristine surface that numismatists prize above all else. And the journey of this coin from mint to modern auction is a story filled with intrigue, excitement, and the pursuit of treasure, capturing the imaginations of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who understand that within the subtle details of minting lies the potential for unimaginable wealth. And the world of coin grading adds another layer of fascination, where experts meticulously examine every aspect of the coin under magnification, evaluating strike quality, luster, surface marks, and even the tiniest imperfections that could dramatically affect its value. Because in the competitive arena of rare coins, a single flaw can mean the difference between a modest collector's find and a historic, headline-grabbing treasure. And the 1960 D penny is exceptional precisely because it exhibits a combination of qualities so rare that only a handful of specimens have survived in such remarkable condition, making it one of the most sought-after coins among collectors worldwide. And the excitement surrounding this coin extends far beyond its monetary value, because it embodies history, craftsmanship, and the human fascination with objects that endure over time, objects that carry stories, heritage, and the delicate balance of chance and precision that allows a small copper disc to become a global sensation. And the allure of discovering one of these pennies in an old collection, a dusty coin jar, or a forgotten drawer has inspired countless treasure hunts, motivating ordinary people to meticulously examine coins, rolls, and inherited collections with the hope of uncovering a once-in-a-lifetime find that could rival the $77 million valuation of the 1960 D penny. And the story also highlights the incredible attention to detail that went into its minting, from the careful preparation of planchets to the precise striking process, which gave the coin its sharp relief, intricate detail, and perfect luster, factors that are critical to its exceptional grade and astronomical value. And collectors, historians, and auction experts have marveled at the precision and artistry preserved in this coin, noting the clarity of Lincoln's features, the distinct mint mark, and the flawless surface that sets it apart from the millions of other pennies minted that year. And when this coin is presented at auction, the excitement reaches a fever pitch, with collectors from around the globe competing fiercely for the chance to acquire a piece of history, online bids skyrocketing, phones ringing incessantly, and the tension in the room building as the gavel rises and falls, sealing a transaction that converts a humble coin into a life-changing, record-setting treasure. And what makes the 1960 D penny so compelling is not just its financial potential, but its connection to history, to the United States Mint, and to the collectors and experts who have studied, cherished, and preserved it over decades, all contributing to its mystique, prestige, and global appeal. And beyond its monetary significance, the coin represents hope, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery, motivating collectors to examine every coin in their possession for subtle indicators of rarity, including dye variations, striking anomalies, color differences, and surface qualities that may reveal the next historic treasure, because in the world of rare coins, even the smallest detail can elevate an ordinary penny to legendary status, and the 1960 penny is a prime example of this principle, reminding us that ordinary objects, when handled with care and studied with knowledge, can reveal extraordinary potential. And the $77 million auction result highlights the global fascination with rare collectibles, demonstrating how history, rarity, and craftsmanship converge to produce life-changing opportunities for those fortunate enough to secure them, and collectors worldwide fiercely compete for opportunities to acquire coins like the 1960 penny, attending conventions, monitoring auctions, networking with fellow collectors, and studying every nuance of minting, grading, and preservation to ensure they can recognize and acquire these rare treasures, because knowledge, diligence, and a keen eye for detail can make the difference between a modest find and a record-breaking artifact. And the coin's rarity is further amplified by the fact that while millions of pennies were minted in 1960, only a select few survived in the pristine, uncirculated condition required to achieve such astronomical value, making the coin a symbol of both chance and human care. And the excitement surrounding it continues to drive the numismatic community, inspiring collectors, investors, and enthusiasts to explore coin rolls, jars, and inherited collections with renewed energy. Because the thought of discovering a $77 million coin hidden in plain sight is too tantalizing to resist, and the technical aspects of the coin further enhance its allure, from the die alignment and striking pressure to the planchet quality and surface luster, each element contributing to a perfect storm of rarity and value that transforms a simple penny into a global legend. And beyond the financial and technical factors, the 1960 penny represents the enduring human fascination with objects that carry history, legacy, and the potential for extraordinary discovery, reminding us that even the smallest artifacts can hold profound significance, inspire lifelong passion, and create unimaginable opportunity. And the stories surrounding this coin are as rich as the coin itself, including tales of families who discovered it unexpectedly, collectors who competed fiercely at auctions, and experts who painstakingly authenticated and graded each specimen, adding layers of intrigue, excitement, and emotional resonance to its already extraordinary value. And the coin serves as a beacon for collectors worldwide, illustrating how history, skill, chance, and dedication converge to create treasures that transcend ordinary understanding. And the $77 million valuation demonstrates the immense respect and admiration that collectors, historians, and the public have for coins of such exceptional rarity and significance. And it also highlights the incredible potential that exists in ordinary collections, motivating collectors to meticulously examine every coin, looking for subtle indicators of extraordinary value, because in the competitive and meticulous world of numismatics, even the smallest detail can elevate a coin from ordinary to legendary, and the 1960 penny embodies this principle perfectly, reminding us that patience, knowledge, and careful observation can turn a humble object into a treasure of historic proportions. And beyond its financial significance, the coin represents a connection to history, a tangible link to the past, and a reminder that objects we may take for granted can hold extraordinary value when preserved, studied, and appreciated. And the excitement and prestige associated with the 1960 penny continue to inspire collectors, researchers, and enthusiasts, motivating them to explore the depths of coin history, minting techniques, and preservation strategies, and to dream of the moment when they might uncover a coin of similar significance, because the thrill of discovery, the potential for life-changing fortune, and the connection to history are the driving forces behind the enduring fascination with coins like the 1960 penny. And the story of this coin, its $77 million auction result, and the journey from mint to modern-day collector continues to captivate, educate, and inspire, proving that numismatics is a world where ordinary objects can become extraordinary treasures, where historical significance, craftsmanship, and rarity converge to create life-changing opportunities, and where passion, expertise, and perseverance transform a small piece of metal into an awe-inspiring artifact that commands attention and admiration across the globe. And so, if you are inspired by this incredible story, fascinated by the hidden potential in coins, and eager to continue exploring the amazing world of rare collectibles, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another astonishing coin story, because the next $77 million discovery, the next record-breaking auction, and the next legendary coin could be just around the corner, waiting for you to uncover it, and your next chance at a life-changing treasure could already be sitting in a drawer, a coin jar, or an inherited collection you already own.